What if our head turns into a sunflower?
No big deal. Even AumSum can turn into a sunflower.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, if our head turns into a sunflower, bees will never leave us alone. Secondly, if our head turns into a sunflower, we may not need perfumes anymore. Thirdly, sunflowers always point towards the sun. If our head turns into a sunflower, even we may start pointing towards the sun. Lastly, sunflowers are pretty delicate. If our head turns into a sunflower, we may turn bald very, very soon. What if we had two heads, King Kong-like and human-like?
I don't need a King Kong-like head. AumSum already has one.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, King Kong shouts very loudly. If we had two heads, King Kong-like and human-like, for no apparent reason, our King Kong-like head may suddenly start shouting. Secondly, King Kong resembles a gorilla. If we had two heads, King Kong-like and human-like, gorillas may shift in with us. Thirdly, if we had two heads, King Kong-like and human-like, our King Kong-like head may suddenly become a huge tourist attraction. Lastly, if we had two heads, King Kong-like and human-like, we may be shifted inside a zoo. What if we had two heads, paper-like and human-like?
Just two? I wanted 100 heads.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, paper can tear easily. If we had two heads, paper-like and human-like, even our paper-like head may tear up easily. Secondly, paper is easily carried away by winds. If we had two heads, paper-like and human-like, even our paper-like head may get carried away. Thirdly, if we had two heads, paper-like and human-like, people may start using our paper-like head for writing notes. Lastly, paper can easily catch fire. If we had two heads, paper-like and human-like, even a small fire may prove to be very risky for us. What if we had two heads, jelly-like and human-like?
Wow, jelly? AumSum loves jelly.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, jelly is very sticky. If we had two heads, jelly-like and human-like, both heads might remain stuck to each other. Secondly, flies love jelly. If we had two heads, jelly-like and human-like, flies may not leave us alone. Thirdly, jelly is very tasty. If we had two heads, jelly-like and human-like, our pet dog may not stop licking our jelly-like head. Lastly, jelly can melt very fast due to heat. If we had two heads, jelly-like and human-like, our jelly-like head may melt as soon as we step outside. What if our head converts into an onion?
Ew, AumSum hates onions.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, onions have a very pungent odor. If our head converts into an onion, people may start moving away from us. Secondly, onions are known to make us cry. If our head converts into an onion, all our family members may start crying. Thirdly, if our head converts into an onion, chefs may start chasing us. Fourthly, sometimes onions can get very expensive. If our head converts into an onion, the entire market may start chasing us. Lastly, if our head converts into an onion, people who hate the smell of onions may never stop applying perfume to their head.
What if our head converted into a football?
Cool! AumSum's the best at football.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, if our head converted into a football, people who love football would be super excited. Secondly, footballs deflate very quickly. If our head converted into a football, even our head may deflate very quickly. Thirdly, footballs bounce a lot. If our head converted into a football, people may start bouncing using their head. Fourthly, if our head converted into a football, kids may mistakenly think that our head is actually their football. Lastly, if our head converted into a football, we may get easily selected in a football team. What if our head converted into a teacup?
Cool. AumSum loves drinking tea.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, if our head converted into a teacup, tea lovers would be extremely delighted. Secondly, if our head converted into a teacup, some people may keep on spilling tea wherever they go. Thirdly, if our head converted into a teacup, some people may now start using our head as a storage unit. Fourthly, teacups can break easily. If our head converted into a teacup, now even our head may break easily. Lastly, if our head converted into a teacup, some people may even start drinking tea from our head.
What if our head became very, very big?
Cool. Then AumSum will look like this.
Oh, AumSum. If our head became very, very big, we may need a lot of shampoo bottles to wash our head. We will now need gigantic helmets. We will also need gigantic spectacles. Our heads may keep on colliding with each other. We will need huge toothbrushes to brush our teeth. Even elephants with their huge heads may start getting jealous of us. Getting inside our homes will not be an easy task now. Getting inside our cars will also not be an easy task now. We may need a huge bed to sleep on. Even aliens may start running away from us. What if we had two heads, elephant-like and human-like?
Cool. I love elephants.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, if we also had an elephant-like head, our elephant-like head may finish all the food. There may not be much left for us. Secondly, if we also had an elephant-like head, our elephant-like head may use its trunk to play pranks with us. Thirdly, if we also had an elephant-like head, our weight may suddenly get out of control. Fourthly, if we also had an elephant-like head, our elephant-like head would be pretty huge in size. We may not have much space left to sleep. Fifthly, if we also had an elephant-like head, our stomach may get full very fast. We may not be able to eat our favorite dishes. Lastly, if we also had an elephant-like head, even aliens may try to grow one more head. Results might prove to be hilarious. What if we had eyes on the back of our head?
No big deal. AumSum already has them.
Oh, AumSum. Firstly, if we had eyes on the back of our head, thieves might get caught every single time. Secondly, if we had eyes on the back of our head, aliens might freak out. They may never visit Earth again. Thirdly, if we had eyes on the back of our head, our hair may start covering our eyes. Some people may completely shave their head. Fourthly, if we had eyes on the back of our head, ghosts may get afraid. They may stop venturing out in the dark. Fifthly, if we had eyes on the back of our head, couples who are just about to get married may not recognize each other anymore. Lastly, If we had eyes on the back of our head, our selfies might look very different now.